What's up, y'all? It's your girl D here with your vitamin D for free. All right, we're gonna pivot from fitness, but we're still gonna talk about mindset. I want to give some advice to my girls who are in their 20s um, and early 30s. So, what advice would I give myself if I had to do this all again? So, this is probably just like 12 things. So either you're listening to this or you're watching it, either way. If you have any advice, if you're a woman, let's just say in your late 30s, 40s, 50s, or whatever, drop in the comments advice you would give to our 20-year-olds. What I'm finding is that the panorama that we all experienced really messed my early 20s girlies up. It did because they missed the end of their high school. And then when we were all in lockdown, it's like that generation missed how to communicate with people effectively. And everything just became weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just weird. And so now that they're out in the workforce and they're just trying to navigate life without their circle of friends from high school or that they grew up with, they're like, what the heck is this? So they end up leaning on themselves for advice, but then they feel like they don't trust anybody because there's a time frame where they didn't get to see their friends. They didn't get to forge those relationships. And it seems like a lot of challenges are coming up for that age group. And I'm like, okay, I don't consider myself old. Okay, I'm 38. But I do think that there's a place for us to do our due diligence in talking to the younger generation because we're not like far removed from that, and we can talk about it from a place of love and support and comedy as well, because you try to get it sexy, I'm trying to get it sexy. Okay, we shaking that, then you shaking it. Okay, so anyways, here we go. This is advice I would give my 20-some-year-old girlies. Number one, keep that weight off you. Keep that weight off you. If I could give you advice, whatever, pick a number that you're not gonna go over. Okay? Okay. Let's just say you graduated high school and you were 150 pounds. By the time you hit like 30, you really don't want to be over 220. Okay? You don't gain weight too fast. But keep the weight off of you. What I can't pick a number for y'all, but keep the weight off of you. And I think about like 10 years from now, what could be happening 10 years from now to where my weight and my health will be affected by my choices, right? Or my choices will be affected by my weight. So, for example, I'm 38. Let's just say I decide to get pregnant when I'm 40, okay? I'm 211 pounds right now. If I give myself 30 pounds to gain during pregnancy, that puts me almost at 250 pounds, and hell no. I can't do it. I can't, y'all, if I hit 220, my back start hurting, and I can't imagine being pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I can't be 250 with a stomach, huh? Okay? So it's like, if I was to do that, I need to get my weight down to like 170, 180 because I'm already going to be uncomfortable. So I already need to just be mindful of that. And so, sis, if you 20 something, let's just say you got your little boo or whatever, you might be married, whatever, because the girlies are getting married early. You think about like if you're 200 pounds right now and your knees hurt, your ankles hurt, and your back hurt right now because it's from the weight, beloved. You know it's from the weight. If you get pregnant, girl, you could be fighting for your life, and then it's gonna be hell in the handbasket and high water trying to get that weight off. So I would say, stay active. Don't overeat all the time. You don't need to be eating Takis and hot Cheetos and sweet tea 24/7. You are at your big age. You need to start thinking about your gut health, beloved. Okay, you need to be thinking about, do you go to the bathroom regularly? You think about your sleep. But I would definitely say keep that weight in check. Keep it in check. I'm not saying be dramatic or be extreme when it comes to that, but girl, you better keep your weight in check. I can say I'm proud of myself for that. I think in high school the smallest I ever remember was 165. And then as an adult in my 20s, I remember the most I was like, the least I was 185. I can't, girl, I can't go for that. I can't go over 250. I can't go over 220. Okay, so I'm gonna get off of that. I'm gonna go back to it. Number two, you need to chill out. Chill out. Y'all just be acting crazy, everything. Wah! Okay, calm down. Calm down. Can we get a two-piece calm down? Fry hard? Please. Calm down. Everything is not a urgent because y'all are in like social media land. You think everybody to comment immediate. Everything's to be immediate. But even on the other side of that, you think everything needs to be done for other people immediately. And you get overwhelmed by it and then you get anxious by it. So chill out. Chill out. It's going to be okay. Number two, or this number three, and I keep looking at some more of these and I be thinking, your social media. Okay. I came in when Facebook used to only be for college students. We had to get it approved through our registrar and we only could sign up for Facebook with our college email. Okay. And like, it was only college students on Facebook. And so, thankfully, too, our phones, we didn't have a lot of like videos. So you have to have a video camera for all of that. You had a camera that had a video on it. So our phones was just for calling, basically. And little pictures and stuff like that. So a lot of what we did is not on the internet unless we put it on there from a video, okay? Now, everything is so readily accessible to you guys. And I know that people express themselves through social media, but I need you to be very mindful of what you put on the internet, okay? Let me tell you. Because the people who are hiring right now are my mom's age, so like 60s, but also to my age. Like, we're the people that are hiring now. And although we grew up in social media, we understand that your social media is a reflection to a certain extent of who you are. And so if we have clientele who look you up, they Google you because they are, okay? They are. That is not going to be a good look. Like, whatever, if you're trying to get a job, especially like corporate America, especially anything politics, anything like that, you need to be keeping your social media clean. Like, no middle fingers, girls, okay? I don't not want to see any birth canals, girls, okay? I don't want to see any middle fingers up, girls. The girls got their middle fingers up. And you're trying to get a job with the government. Y'all, let me tell you this. I have a friend who does a lot of financial work, and she got her hands in a lot of things across the world where she could hire people. And she called me and asked me, did I know somebody who was in this certain field? And I was like, yes, I do. They have a degree in it, or they're getting a degree in this particular thing. And the first thing she said is, send me her Instagram or her social media. And the thing about it is that the social media wasn't bad. It's just that it wasn't reflective in the direction I know that she want to go. I know this job would have changed her life. I know the job would have changed her life. But their social media didn't reflect it. So please be mindful of what you post on social media. Nothing is ever deleted. Be mindful of what you put on Snap. Be mindful of who your friends are on there. Be mindful of your public posts. Be mindful of your private posts, because everything's getting screenshotted. Everything's getting put everywhere. Okay? And then the fact that there's search engines that just go look for your information and put it on different websites. So please. And it, like I said, it's not just for safety, but in general, you want it to reflect the direction that you're going in life. Okay, so please, like, clean. If you're about to graduate college, or you want to get a job, or opportunities hinge on how people view you, I need you to clean your social media up. And this is not about. I even monitor my social media. I be wanting to be ratchet city, but I also understand my clientele is going to be looking at me. My clientele going to be like, what is D posting? And do I want my trainer to reflect that? Like, my trainer is a reflection of me. So, like, is she representing what I believe? And it's not about you not being able to express yourself, because you can express yourself in all different ways. You can express yourself when you're outside. You can express yourself to your friends. You can express yourself different ways, but just be mindful of the era that you are in life, okay? And I'm gonna give you an example of what my mom did. You know, like I have tattoos and stuff like that, and I love my tattoos. I love my piercings and whatnot. And so when I first wanted to get a tattoo, I was 16, and she was like, "Yes, you can get a tattoo, but I need you to put it somewhere you can't see it." And then when I got older, there was like the trend when all the females was getting sleeves, and my mom was like, "I don't have a problem with you getting it, but I would love for you to get something that's visible when you get a job and you know it's fine, or when you do full-time entrepreneurship, because you get to control it at that point. So get it somewhere that you can cover it up, okay? Or wait till you're entrepreneur and then you can get things that are visible." And so I would give that advice, because you don't know if it's going to be approved. You don't know if that's going to hinder you from getting a job or getting into the military or whatever. I've seen people who are older, they ended up getting a degree, and the job field that they're in, they had to get them removed on the places that were visible. And they're my age, so it's not too far removed from it. So just be mindful of that, social media, things like that, okay? Next, because I messed myself up on this, girls. Stop working out so damn much. I used to work out so much. It was like I was obsessed with getting small. And it all came from, like, I have a friend who was a bodybuilder, and I was so inspired by that. And I was like, I need to get this weight off. I was 200 pounds. I wanted to get smaller. And so I got the plan, and I locked in, y'all. It was like a pit bull. I locked into the nutrition. I locked into the workouts. Like, it wasn't no cheating, baby. They said I only can have 2 grapes. Your girl's only eating 2 grapes. I remember making my own honey mustard sauce with Splenda and mustard, because I was not going to have no extra calories, okay? And so what ended up happening was it was never enough. Like, the diet was never enough. The workout was never enough. And so I remember getting to the gym 5 in the morning, doing an hour of cardio, then doing my weightlifting. Then I would teach an hour of Zumba. Then I would get in the sauna for an hour. Then I would eat, okay? Then I would go home, go to sleep, get up, go back to the gym, go do some more cardio, go teach another class for an hour, and then get back on the machine for 30 more minutes, and then go in the sauna again. Why? Because I was obsessed. I felt like more was better. I felt like if I had a strict diet, then a stricter diet was going to be even better. And that wasn't so. And what ended up happening is I developed a very unhealthy relationship with exercise, and also an unhealthy relationship with food. And so this goes to one of my other points is don't do the yo-yo dieting, the fad dieting. Don't get tied up into this like surgery culture. And if you do decide, okay, because I'm not going to act like everybody listening to this is not going to be on it. If you do decide to do that, put some money to the side for some therapy. And I mean that with my whole chest. Put some money to the side for some therapy, possibly some medication, because your brain chemistry be off. It be off and weird after that. And you're trying to figure out, why am I hyper obsessed with how much ranch is in here? Why am I hyper obsessed with people watching me eat? I'm telling you, like, to this day, y'all know I like to eat. I'm going to talk about food and things, but I've had people watch me, like I'll be at a buffet or something at brunch, and literally video me getting food. And so I already have a weird calorie counting relationship with food due to this extreme dieting and working out. And now I got people being weird in my city. Oh man, Dee's eating. She's a trainer. She's eating. And so if I could give the 20-year-old some advice, is just treat your body good, eat good foods, work out in moderation. Don't do nothing extreme, because you're going to need therapy after that. If we're absolutely honest, like, I was messed up, and I don't want you to be that way, okay? Next, working harder does not equal making more money. And I say that, I need you to just do the math, because sometimes we say, oh, I need to get some more money, and we go get another job, and the job doesn't pay enough. It literally costs you more money to pay your car note, to pay your insurance, and to get to work and get gas. I remember being a preschool teacher and I was getting paid $8.25. Okay? Let's just say if that was now, in Mobile, maybe let's just say you're getting paid $15. So that was 10 years ago. You're getting paid $15 an hour in Mobile, Alabama. And let's just say your car takes $60 to fill up. Okay? Okay, $50 to fill up. You literally have to work an entire day to fill up your gas tank. And that's not taxed. We're not even saying you get taxed. It's $12. So you got to work a day and a half to even get to work. So sometimes you need to sit down and say, how much is it costing me to get to this job? If you're not making any money every 2 weeks, you need to sit down and say, how can I work smarter? Is there a way for me to do affiliate marketing? Is there a way for me to get online work from home? Is there a way to use the talents I already have? Because y'all are talented. Y'all can do hair, y'all can do nails, y'all know how to make ebooks, y'all do public speaking, y'all do workshops, y'all ain't scared to do nothing. Y'all do wigs, y'all be laying it down, y'all be selling lip gloss, y'all sell candy, y'all do not care, the fuzzy house slippers. What can you do to make some more money so that you're not losing money? God forbid if your car break down, that's it. You literally don't make enough money in the month to get your car repaired. So you have to quit the job, right? So working harder does not equal more money. I need you to stop and do the numbers. Just because all of your friends got 2-3 jobs does not mean that you have to get 2-3 jobs to make ends meet. Think about the skills that you have or what you can do in order to make money. If you're monetized on social media, knock it out. Look at how much money you make on social media. Like, okay, last month I made $1,000. This is the action that I took. Can I do 2 times as much to make that much money so that I can have my time back and I can actually get money, right? Okay. Number 4, buy some shoes that fit. Sometimes we'll be hyper obsessed, like, how these shoes make my feet look big? Do I look like a clown? Okay? Girl, just buy some shoes that fit so you don't get them bunions and you don't get them corns and your toenails don't turn black, okay? Ask me how I know. Because I love some heels, baby. 4-5 inches. I love some heels. And guess what? After a while, it mess up your feet. You really lit. When you go to a party, get your flip-flops. Okay? You want to be able to walk when you get older. And also, if you're working out or whatever, make sure you get good workout shoes. Not just ones like Nike, just ones you see at the store. Get ones that are for your feet. Okay, you go to like a running store for that. And I don't want to hear nothing about how much they cost. Because y'all spending money on them dunks and them dunks be hurting. And you be wearing them dunks to the gym and them dunks ain't doing nothing for you, beloved. Okay, so get them shoes. Number 5, this is a big one because, I see that this generation, you're having trouble with like trusting people. Trusting your inner circle. It's like y'all go on vacation and niggas is killing each other. Still shocking that this happens so much. But outgrowing friends is not beef. Like everything don't have to be beef. If you outgrow somebody, you don't have to beef. You don't have to fight. You don't have to talk about each other. If you outgrow them, you just outgrow them in the season, y'all. Okay? It's just you just outgrew the person, and that's okay. Everything doesn't have to be we at each other's throat. You ain't got to go back and forth on Twitter. You ain't got to subtweet. You ain't got to do all that stuff. Outgrowing a person is just that. And as soon as you can learn that lesson, that everything don't have to be a problem, everything don't have to be knocked down, drag out. You ain't got to drag nobody. You ain't got to walk nobody at the dog. Sometimes you just gotta pick your fights and understand. Do I really have a problem with this person, or are we growing in different directions? And if you're growing in different directions, it just is what it is. You let it be and you move on. You'll find other people as you grow. Okay? Going with the shoes, pedicures are non-negotiable, girls. Okay? Get your feet done before you get your hands done. Whew. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You just need your hair and your eyebrows done. And I stand on that to this day. As soon as your edges are laid, okay? As soon as your eyebrows are slayed down, you'll be fine. You're not homely. You look homeless, but it's only because you just need a. For me, I just need a little retwist, and I need Asia to line my eyebrows up. Okay. And speaking of eyebrows, stop boxing your eyebrows out like you're playing basketball. Okay. And don't over pluck your eyebrows. Don't over shave your eyebrows, please. Okay. Just okay. And also on this topic, I guess when I was younger, it was an eyebrow thing. Everybody wanted thin eyebrows. And this is what I need y'all to do. I know you love your wigs, but you got to slow down on getting them wigs. It's pulling your hair out. It's pulling your hair out. By the time you're 30, you're going to be bald headed, and you're going to have to wear wigs the rest of your life. Your hairline back here, babe. And also, y'all, the front is a mess. That lace with the glue, it's a mess. Take it off, sis. Take it off. Take care of your under hair. Take care of your natural hair under that wig. Take care of it. Because when you get older, you're going to be very bald head. And it's going to be something else. And that wig is crunchy and looking a mess. And we can all see it. And don't come to a job interview like that. If I could tell my 20-year-old self. If your wig look a mess, then wash your regular hair. Put some straight backs. Let it be natural or whatever, but the wigs is taking your edges out, and it's going to be just like our eyebrows. You see people in their 40s with no eyebrows. Why do we have to micro shade them? Because we shaved them off in our 20s. I would hate for you to have to micro shade your edges back in. Okay, beloved? Please. All right. Number 9. This is a big one. That's number 9. I don't know what number I'm on, but this was a big one for me because I'm unmarried and I don't have any kids. I've never had kids and I've never been married, okay? No one knows when you are going to get married or have kids. Even if you are an amazing woman, you got yourself together, you're working on yourself, you got your own money, you got your own place, blah, 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 all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. People are gonna say the right one is gonna come right when you don't expect. No one knows. No one knows. So you take it with a grain of sand. You can take it as inspiration and you can take it as them recognizing that you're a great woman, but don't hinge your actions and who you think you need to become in order to be a wife or a mother. Okay? I wanted to be a wife and mother when I was like 23. I wanted 6 kids off top, off rip. When I was 9 years old, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. Because my mom is just an exceptional person, and she just did such a good job at raising me and my brothers, and then she takes care of my dad well. She's just an amazing nurturer, and so I always wanted to be that. And also, as someone who's well-traveled, I got my degrees and all that stuff. I've done what a lot of people want to do, and people still are like, you never know, you never know. It's the same story from 10 years ago. And 10 years ago, I was like, yeah. And I used to dress a certain way. I used to act a certain way. I used to be in certain places. I used to not do things because of like how I thought I needed to act in order to get a husband. Beloved, I've seen hoes get snatched from the side of the street. Not just from the Bible stories, but in real life. Hoes, strippers, and hoes mixed together. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But what I'm saying is, you could be a church girl doing it all right. And when God says yes, or when you choose or whatever, because a lot of it is our choosing, then it will happen. If that's in your cards. But either way, people don't know. So just do you. Work on you. And by work on you, I mean discover what you like. Be a kind person, work on your passions, and elevate yourself. And that's that. And lastly, this is not the last one. I have 2 more. Don't stress over that degree or that man, because neither one may be in your future. And the reason I say that is because I remember my senior year in college, I wanted to quit because it was just ridiculously hard, and my professors were making my experience ridiculous. And y'all, lo and behold, I never used my degree. I'm in fitness, and I got my degree in physical education, so I have a great library of knowledge that, let's just say, the average personal trainer or group fitness instructor doesn't have. They have to study for that. But I did it over 4 years, so I have a big base of knowledge. But I never taught school. I never taught school. And it's kind of like, did I waste my time with that degree? No. But did I waste my time with stressing out all the time? Yes. And that's the same thing with the men in your 20s. You stressed over by that man, and he may not be around in 10 years, in 5 years, in 1 month. Okay? You stressed out about that man. You don't want to let go of him. Okay? But I'm telling you this, sis. I'm telling you this. And I'm telling you this. This is because I'm living in the future. These men that you were stressed out over, they done cheated on you. They done betrayed you and all that stuff. They're going to be in your DMs in 10 years. They're going to be in your DMs in 15 years. They're going to be in your DMs in 20 years. You're going to be 40, and them Negroes are still going to be asking you for some punani. Okay? The dudes, they're going to be married. Okay? They're going to be married. They're going to get a divorce. They're going to be back in your DMs. They're going to be married. They're going to be divorced. They're going to be married. They're going to be still in your DMs. Okay? You're going to be working on yourself. They still going to be, hey, girl, hey. It's 15 years from now, the Negro is going to forget that he broke your heart. How you been? You're going to be 40 years old, and he's still going to be talking about WYD. I'm telling you what y'all told my 20-year-old girlies. Let me tell you, I was messing with this dude when I was in my 20s in college. Okay? Man's in my DM day before yesterday talking about when you gonna have my baby. 20 years. Telling you, they don't get better, girls. You just decide what you are gonna accept. They're not gonna evolve, okay? They're not gonna evolve. The dudes that's in your life, they're not gonna necessarily evolve, especially if you're a good woman. You was good for them, you added value to their life, they're gonna be the same. So you have to decide how you want to exist in their life, how you want them to exist in your life, okay? But don't stress out over that degree, and don't stress out over that man. Last, my biggest piece of advice is always stay in discovery mode. And by that, I mean, I always feel like you have the permission to discover who you are, have the permission to discover what you like, what type of job you want to do, what type of hobby you want to enjoy. If you're an entrepreneur, what type of business you want to start. I feel like I've lived 17 lives and I'm barely halfway at life. I mean, I worked for computer companies and traveled all over the U.S. I have up and moved different states. I'm not up and moved to L.A., up and moved to Texas, up and moved. Like, I don't care, up and moved to Kentucky. And I've worked at all the different gyms in the city. I've done Mary Kay. I've done a whole bunch of networking marketing. I do Herbalife. And I'm not scared to do those things, and I'm unapologetic because I'm always in discovery mode. I've had short hair with a relaxer. I've had a big blonde wig. Now I got my locks. And when I get older, I think I'm going to cut it back off, give me a little short pixie cut again. And so always be in discovery mode to see, like, what do you like? There's no, y'all, you will literally never know what you like until you try it. Even in this apartment that I'm in a cute little studio apartment. I love it. It is downtown. I always wanted to live downtown. And if I never lived in a studio apartment, I never would know if I prefer to live in a studio or do I prefer to live in a one bedroom. I've rented a house. Do I prefer to live in a 3-bedroom, two bathroom house with a backyard? Like, you have to try the things to see if you like it. Do I like being blonde? Do I like having nails like this, or do I like having French tip nails? Do I like luxury cars like BMW, or do I like Jeeps? Do I like Hondas? What's more important to me? To pay a lot in rent or pay a lot in the car note or spend my money on bow ties? I don't know. You always got to be in discovery mode, but don't ever feel like you're stuck someplace. One of my favorite quotes by Jim Rohn is, "You're not a tree, you can move." And my other second favorite quote that goes with that is from the Hood Healer is, as long as you have breath, you have options. As long as you have breath, you have options. So if you're working at a store and you're being disrespected and you feel like you're getting underpaid and you know that you're giving everything you got, quit. 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 Put in your 2-week notice if you can and quit. You in your early 20s, if you've been at that job for a year and you're not growing in any capacity and you're doing more complaining than you are actually being productive, you need to go pivot and find something else. You'll be able to find something else. You will be able to find something else. Beloved. Okay? So always be in discovery mode. Always reinvent yourself. Always feel like you have the freedom to do that. You're not being two-faced. You're not being hypocritical. You got to figure it out. And sometimes the only way we figure it out is through experience. And on the other side, when it's a really serious thing, I definitely would say use wisdom of other people to try things and be in discovery mode. Listen to the wisdom of your elders. Listen to the wisdom of your mentors. Look at what has happened to your friends, because that can happen to you too. Don't ever think it can't happen to you. I never. Don't ever think that. So your discovery mode either can come from experience or wisdom. Both of those will really mold your life. But always remember that as long as you have breath, you have options, that you are responsible for all your actions. And with every action comes a reaction or a consequence. And always know that you are not immune to either one. All right? So I just want to give that encouragement to my 20-year-old girls, to my early 30s, people who are just turning 30. You're just getting started, sis. Just getting started. Even if you're a millionaire, you still in your 20s, you don't know exactly what you like yet. You need a little bit more life experiences. And even now, as I'm getting closer to 40, it's like I feel like life is just starting, because I choose to reinvent myself and still choose to be open to change and giving myself the grace to experience those things. So I hope that helps. If you have any tips for our 20-year-old, beautiful 20-year-olds, put them in the comments. And if you are watching this, tell me your feedback. I want to know. Make sure you follow me on social media at The Black Philanthropist. And let's grow together. Love y'all. Bye.